Hey guys, Dean here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to install FiveM for GTA 5. So GTA 5 RP is absolutely huge, it's bigger than it's ever been, and a lot of people want to play GTA Roleplay, but they don't know where to get started or how they can even install FiveM. So this video is going to show you exactly how to install FiveM, how to join a server, how to get everything set up through Steam or wherever you've got GTA installed. Now, one common question I have on my older video, it has over 1 million views at this point, is a lot of people always ask me, do I actually need Grand Theft Auto to play FiveM? Yes, you need GTA 5 to play FiveM, okay? If you don't have a GTA 5, you can't play FiveM or GTA Roleplay, it's just impossible. So you need to have FiveM to actually play the game. You need to have GTA 5 to actually play the game, guys. That's how GTA works. Now, if you have a GTA, it could be through Steam, GTA 5 on Steam, which is what I'll be showing you in this video. You could have GTA 5 on the Rockstar Games launcher, or GTA 5, I believe it's also on Windows Live. I believe GTA 5 might also be on the Windows edition, so that's the Xbox Game Pass. Correct me if I'm wrong, there's also GTA 5 on Epic Games launcher as well, so it doesn't matter where you own GTA 5, all that matters is that you actually own it, because you need an edition of the original game to play FiveM and GTA Roleplay, because FiveM is not its own original game. So now that we've got that cleared out the way, let me show you how to install FiveM and get it set up. So here we have the GTA FiveM website. So for anyone who doesn't know, GTA FiveM is basically a multiplayer modification, right? If you know what GTA Online is, which is Rockstar's multiplayer, FiveM is basically a custom multiplayer client which allows people to play GTA 5 without playing on the main official servers. So if you're banned off GTA Online, you can actually still play multiplayer through FiveM. So if you do have real GTA but you're banned, you can actually use FiveM to play. Now, I do stress this is really important, guys. You need to have a legal version of GTA 5. I don't think you can just download the game if you don't own it for free, if you've not paid for it. Don't pirate the game, that's against the law, and also it probably won't work playing on a pirated edition anyway. I own the official version of GTA 5 on Steam. I paid for it when it was new, so that's what I installed it through. But the Epic Games launcher did give away GTA 5 for free quite a long time ago, so you might actually own it already. So FiveM is basically a custom framework. It's a community mod that allows you to play GTA 5 on multiplayer. And the great thing about FiveM is that it allows players to actually play with custom cars, custom maps, weapons, and just general custom content which you can't play with or use on GTA Online from Rockstar. So it's actually a better multiplayer experience than the normal GTA Online. FiveM has custom servers. Now, the great thing about FiveM is you do actually have AI, so you do have citizens and actually traffic. So the bots, which are civilians who are walking on the streets or driving around in the cars, they do still spawn on FiveM, okay? Because if you've played old mods for GTA San Andreas like SAMP or Multi Theft Auto, those old GTA multiplayer mods didn't have the civilian traffic or the civilian citizens on the streets, and it kind of takes away from the immersion from the game. So FiveM is still like GTA Online, citizens still spawn in the game, but you can also play with mods, okay? Now, this is also very important. This is another question I get on my FiveM tutorial. Will I get banned if I play GTA 5M on GTA Online? You won't get banned off online if you play FiveM, because FiveM doesn't modify your installation, so you can switch between FiveM and GTA Online and play whichever you want at whichever time, and you won't get banned on GTA Online for installing this mod. Very important. The reason for this is because you're connecting through a different client. You launch FiveM through the FiveM software, and you launch GTA Online just through launching GTA 5 on Steam or whatever you've got on. Another thing that people asked me about last time I made this video is, what are the system requirements? These are the recommended requirements. You can pause the video right now to take a look. This is what is recommended that you have on your computer to actually play FiveM, okay? This is the recommended computer parts and the computer specs that you need, and this is the minimum that you need. So if your computer's not very good, it has to at least be this good to play the game. You might get lag, but at least you can actually play it, right? FiveM's pretty cool. You can actually create your own server here on the website, and it uses a few different languages. So there's Lua, which Gary's mod uses as well for the Gmod mods. It uses C# over here, and it also uses JavaScript. So there's 3 different programming languages that people can use to make FiveM mods. So let's go over some frequently asked questions, because like I said, the comments of the last tutorial were flooded with questions that I didn't answer. So if you want to skip ahead to installing it, just skip ahead in the video right now and I'll show you how to install it. But these are for the questions which you might have after, so you might want to stick around if you've got any questions. So we've already covered that you won't get banned from GTA Online for installing FiveM. Now, for login information, they need to do this to check if you actually own GTA 5, okay? So this is connected to the Rockstar Social Club. When I mentioned earlier that you can't own a pirated copy of GTA 5 to play this, the reason I said that is because FiveM will actually ask you to authenticate with Rockstar. So you need to log into your Rockstar account to actually play this mod, okay? This is just so it checks that your game's not pirated and you actually paid for it. So that's very important. So if you're thinking about pirating the game or installing it illegally, that's not possible. Also, console players can't do through this. You can't play FiveM on the console, it's just impossible. You can only install this through the computer because consoles don't allow you to install random files onto them. They don't work as an operating system, so it's not possible. Although you might be able to play this on the new Steam Deck console, but I'm not entirely sure because Steam Deck has its own operating system that you can actually put files onto. So you may be able to play FiveM on Steam Deck, but I don't have that verified information because I haven't personally tested it myself on there. Now, if you do have crashes or problems with the game crashing, you can actually post on the forums for help at the bottom of this page, and you can also have a look at some of the error information which is already provided for you to try and fix those errors. So if you have any problems with errors or crashing, you can leave me a comment, but if I can't help you, I'd recommend just to have a look at the help on the FiveM website. Now, the M in FiveM, people think it's Five Multiplayer, but it actually stands for modifications because FiveM provides both a single player experience as a multiplayer experience. You can use FiveM's features in single player too. Now, if you want to run a server, you can also look at the server page here, and there's also some information on renting your own server to play with your friends. So there's a server button at the top of the page. There's also a Patreon if you want to donate. There's a terms of service to make sure you're following the rules. You can also have a look at the code if you're a programmer and you want to know what you're installing has no viruses and it's not malicious because this is entirely an open source project. And there's also a server list here, which if I click on it, it shows me all of the servers and I can use the server browser online on the website. You can join the Discord here to join the Discord to see FiveM updates. And there's also a documents here, which is basically a button that allows you to have a look at documentation on the mod and how to set everything up. So let's skip over all the boring stuff and let's download FiveM. So we're going to go ahead and press download client, and you first need to agree to the terms of service. I'd recommend reading it, but if you're like me, I'm just going to agree to it anyway. Hopefully I'm not signing my life away. And just save this in your downloads over here. This is just the installer. It downloads it pretty quick because you're only downloading an installer because it actually still downloads the files from the web. Now I've actually got FiveM installed, but I haven't updated it for a very long time. So I'm going to use the installer just to update it so you guys can see how we can install it in this video. So double click on this or right click and run as administrator, and then the installer will open up. And as you can see, we now have verifying content. Now, if you get this box here where it says FiveM does not support running under elevated privileges, please change your Windows settings to not run FiveM as administrator. The game will exit now. Just press OK and just right click and press open, or just double click it, because you shouldn't be running the file as admin like what I showed you as an example before, or it won't work. Then we'll see the FiveM installer. So it'll wait a few moments and then the installer should pop up again. It basically goes through a few stages where it downloads random files, it analyzes your game data, and it prepares your installation. Now, when you've gone through the actual installation process, you should come up with a box like this. Okay, in most cases it will actually ask for your login. Sometimes you'll be required to log in through Rockstar Social Club, or if you've installed it in the past, or if you're on Steam, it will usually recognize your actual login. I'm already logged into here. You can see I'm logged into my account. This is the FiveM launcher. So on here we have news from the FiveM's Twitter, so the official news feed. We have community updates here on the left hand side to have a look at all the updates from the Rockstar official Twitter. And at the top right we have the change logs, which you can see if you want to see what was in the new update. You can have a look at this little settings button here, which allows you to customize the color scheme of the launcher, have a look at your account information, change all of your in-game information. So it shows your last connected server if you've already played before. There's a play button, and there's also top servers, so that's usually people who are paying for promotion on FiveM or servers that have the most players. There's usually a few servers on here which we can click on and it'll change to that server. So we have London Knights RP, Lost County Roleplay. It'll give you a few suggestions for what you might want to play on, and you can just read the description and see what it is, right? There's a button to host a server down here. There's a button to make mods. This will allow you to learn how to create your own content like mods, and also how to set up a server. And there's plentiful buttons to actually learn how to set up a server here. Now there's actually buttons down here. If you click on story, this will throw you into the GTA 5 story mode, but you can also use FiveM's features, or you can go into the replay editor. So these are just quick shortcuts to jump into those parts of GTA 5, right? Now if I wanted to play, you just click on play here. This is the server browser that we saw on the website earlier in the video, and we can search anything we want. So if we want to search for just roleplay servers, we can type in roleplay or RP, which stands for roleplay, and this will usually filter roleplay servers. There's a few buttons here in the server browser. We have supporters, then history, which will show you all the servers you've played on in the past. You also have favorites, which are servers which you've added as a favorite to the browser, so you can return to them later. To favorite a server, you just basically press this little heart next to them, and then they will appear in your favorites tab over here. It's literally as simple as that. I can just heart any server from the server list, and then they'll be in my favorites tab over here. So if you see a cool server you like that you want to play maybe tomorrow, you can just do this to bookmark them. So let's also go up to the filters here. We have sort, so we can sort the servers by name or the amount of players. So it shows the server with the most players over here. This Brazilian server has 900 players, which is absolutely nuts. And you can see over here there's some information about the server. So if we hover over filter, it allows us to filter which servers are in what languages. So if I'm French, I can click on French and it comes up with French RP servers, which you can see with this little flag next to the server. If I just want servers in English, for an example, I could click on British English and I'll have a look at all the communities which are in English or that are being hosted in the UK. So I can play from people who are from my country, right? You can do this literally for every single server. So we can have a look at servers which are in Arabic, that are hosted in Saudi Arabia, servers that are in Dutch, Romanian, you get the deal. You can also hide empty. This will hide any servers that have no players on, because we probably don't want to connect to a server with no players because that'll be boring, right? So that's pretty useful. You can also hide full servers. So if servers have no remaining slots for you to join, you can also hide them from the list. Now servers also have tags. These are things which help you identify what they are. It's usually related to their game mode or what's on the server. So you can also sort the servers by tags. So if I press roleplay, it will show me just roleplay servers. So as you can see, all these servers say roleplay, so I'm only looking at roleplay servers. I can do the same for deployer, so it'll show me just deployer. RP is the same as roleplay. Could just click on please, and it'll show me what servers are police themed and roleplay themed, because you can select multiple ones at once. The more you select, the more servers you're going to filter out because you pick in specifics, right? But this is a way that you can find servers that you like. So if you're not sure what to play, just cycle through the tags and see what interests you the most. If you want to reset your search, just press here, reset, and it'll remove all the tags, and then you can look at all the servers again. So I'm going to filter servers American English and British English, because English is my main language. I do speak some German, of course, but I probably don't want to play in German server because it's not my main native language. And this will show me all servers from the United States and also Great Britain. This server is a free roam server. So as you can see, where it says cars, custom, and fun, those are pretty cool, enticing tags. Cars and custom means that there's custom content on there. So I'm going to click on this. This is RSM free roam. Then you can see the server information. So this is their tagline of their server. This is not an RP server, so it's not GTA roleplay. It's a free roam server with drifting and racing. It has custom NPCs, which are the in-game characters, 700 custom vehicles, 40 custom weapons, and also V menu, which is a custom menu that you can use in game, and 200 new vehicles. So this is a pretty cool server, right? The cool thing about the server browser is people also leave reviews here, and you can also write your own review, so people can tell if the server's good just by looking at the player reviews. You can also see the server's website and their Discord to join too, so you can find friends to play with on the server or join their clan. From there we just press connect, and it says switch game build and connect. So it says FiveM needs a restart because it requires a different game version. Basically every server you play on GTA 5 FiveM requires a different version of the game. For some reason they always run on a different game build, so every time you join a server it will most likely need to download a new build of FiveM for you to actually connect to it. So if you have to do this, don't worry about it. It's usually the normal thing to do. This will restart FiveM pretty quickly. It'll download the update, close, relaunch, and then we can connect to the server we want to play on. So now it's relaunched FiveM. We can wait for it to connect to the server automatically, which it should do, and it should now connect us to this RSM free roam server, and we just want to wait for it to connect to the server, right? So don't click on anything, because this is the loading screen. And then it's going to download all the custom content. Just like if you join a custom CSGO server or any game, you're going to have to wait to download all the custom content because it had absolutely hundreds of custom cars and weapons, so it's most likely going to have to take a while to actually install them. As you can see, there's a total of 131 files and it's only downloaded 32, so this is probably going to take a very long time. And when you connect to the server, it will basically say loading game down here. It'll show you the game progress on joining, and it will download any extra files that it needs to load into the server. It'll also show you how many people are online. It has like 550 players nearly on the server, which is pretty crazy. Okay, so now you see it says welcome to the lobby hub. So we just go through, press next, and we can join our lobby. So this is the different lobbies on the server, so we're kind of joining a game mode, right? So if I go ahead and we press on next and just go through all this information, press done, we can join a lobby. So we have chill and drift mode, which is a peaceful lobby where we gain score and XP just for doing races and drifting, and sandbox and PvP where we just want to run around and have fun. So we've already joined sandbox, then we can press escape to enter, and it should now respawn us. I'm just going to press E E to respawn. And now we've respawned. So now we're actually connected to FiveM. So this is FiveM, guys. It looks just like GTA Online does. It's kind of the same game. And as you can see, we're now connected to FiveM. So it's as easy as that to join FiveM and set it up. I know this tutorial was kind of long, but I just wanted to do a section where I could answer all your guys' questions that you might have at the start of the video and show you how the website works and the server browser works to make it easier for you to actually play the game. Now, a lot of people would have wanted a much quicker tutorial. I know that that's the case, but I want to explain as much as possible because I had thousands of comments from you guys on the last tutorial, which I think I did in like 2020 because I didn't really take the time to answer all those questions, right? So that's why this video was quite long, but I hope you guys found it useful. If it helped you install FiveM, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and also drop any questions in the comments below because I'm really happy to answer any of your questions and help you guys get installed if you run into any troubles. So thanks for watching, subscribe if you found this video useful, and I'll catch you soon. Oh, that was a fail. This is not going to end well for any of us. Oh my god, look at that bike.